Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another video for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4, leading into Episode 7. In this one, we're going to give our thoughts on whether or not we think John will survive. And spoiler warning, if you guys have not seen Episode 6 for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 as of yet. So decided I would go ahead and do this video first for this week leading up to Episode 7 in the end screen videos. In this video, I'll have the links to my review as well as my predictions for Episode 7 and review for Episode 6 after the huge reveal, last night that Naomi is, spoiler warning, a vulture, has become a vulture at some point throughout this crazy Fear the Walking Dead flashback sequence / up to the current time frame. At some point, she became a villain. I don't know. So John gets in the way, and Alicia accidentally shoots John with her whatever kind of gun that is, freaking huge, freaking Half-Life or Unreal Tournament, assault rifle gun, grenade launcher, the whole bit. So she accidentally shoots John. Not what she intended, but I don't think she really cares. In the revelation or getting to see that Naomi has actually joined the Vultures at this point. I'm not sure if Alicia totally knows entirely what happened with that. We're going to have to see again. Fear has done a great job this year of answering some questions while just bringing up other questions as things go. So, man, but with regards to John, so for this one, he has been confirmed that he is going to live, at least from that. So that won't kill him. That won't be the thing that does him in. Andrew Chambliss said in a interview with Entertainment Weekly that John will survive that, at least, but he's not confirming, how long John will survive or that he'll survive indefinitely, but he just basically said that, that won't kill him, and he has more story left to be told still, which is great news. So for anybody who's worried, oh my god, they killed John off similar fashion to how they killed off Nick, no, he'll survive. Somehow he'll get out of this. Maybe the bullet will miss his vital organs, or as somebody said here, Amy Danner says, John will be saved by the tin with the Scrabble letters in it. So if you guys remember that tin that he had, so maybe the bullet will hit that and then somehow, stop the bullet or whatever. So that's cool. So so for any of you who are fans of John, don't worry, he's not dead. He's going to survive, and it'll be okay. It's going to be okay. It's kind of great that they brought in this character at the beginning of this season, and within half a season already, he feels a lot like kind of an old school Walking Dead character, an old school Fear the Walking Dead character. Like, a lot of the audience cares as much for John already as they do for some of the more mainstay kind of characters throughout the show. Like, for example, Strand. Personally, I like John more than Strand already. Now, that's partially because Strand is, is kind of conniving, and he's always kind of got something up his sleeve or something. So he's not a good guy. He's on the good guy side for most of Fear, but I wouldn't say he's simply like a good guy like John is. So John has a lot of charisma. A lot of people really like him already, even though he hasn't been in the series for long. People are already feeling like that would be a major character death at this point, and that he's already kind of made his way to be considered at least a high B-lister to maybe like A-lister after his solo episode with Naomi this half. Great stuff. Luke Palamides brought up a great point, which is that no Fear the Walking Dead this weekend. So heads up, guys. Maybe I'll do a video with that as the tag Sunday or something like that, just to let everybody know. But since you're watching this video now, this weekend is a weekend off. Memorial Day is what Luke was saying here. So I checked the episode guide, and in fact, he is correct. This is going to be a week off for Fear. So thanks for letting me know, Nick or Luke, because I didn't know, Nick. Luke, I didn't know that was going to be the case. I thought we were going to get to see a new episode of Fear this upcoming weekend, but it'll be the weekend after. So it's okay. We still have 2 episodes left, and it'll just be 3 weeks for those 2 episodes. It'll just make us, have to wait even longer to find out answers to the Naomi question and John and everybody. But at least we know now that John's going to survive it, so, that's good for fans of him. Alex Jimenez says, I don't think Madison is dead, but if she is, then John should be the next main protagonist. They can't kill him. He is too good. And I agree, man. He is too much of a fun character to be killed off right away like that. He at least has to be a season character, and to be honest, I'd say more like 2 or 3 seasons. Fear needs him, man. You know, Fear needs a few characters like that, and because we just don't have that many, and so many characters that are going back and forth, like, you know, okay, it's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad, not sure, and it's good to have a character that you know is just simply good, and I just don't want to see Naomi corrupt him with her bullshit, to be honest with you, because he's just kind of one of those like regular good guy type of characters in the zombie apocalypse, which is pretty rare to see still alive at this point, but also makes sense because he's such a survivalist and everything, you know, so he can make it. Andrew Ortiz says John better lived. That would kind of irritate me if he died. Fear finally introduces another character who I like more than most of the Walking Dead characters and has so much potential. Yeah, it would suck if they just killed him off right after they brought him in. So I think, yeah, I like the tin idea of the bullet hitting the tin, or somehow him just kind of surviving, him being okay. And I think he will be. Okay, then we've got Rosita's hubby here who says, "Great episode. I hope John isn't dead." So yeah, I don't think that he is. Mootsie Plays Stuff says, "I have like a 33.3% hope that he's alive and will make it. I mean, he has a nurse's hands on him, so there's a chance, right? Right?" This is what he said. Capitals in the second right. So caps lock. Mootsie is intentional, I know. But yeah, no, I think he's alive. I think he'll be fine. I don't think it'll be an issue. Andrew Chambliss said so. So he's a showrunner. So since he confirmed it, then we should be fine. John should be just fine. So I wouldn't worry about that. But I like the fact that one thing about Fear is, and even when Naomi was going across the rope. Again, with not having a comics, and I think I said this in my predictions video or in my review last night, with not having a comic book series to base it on, they can literally do anything they want with it, and they can really kill off anybody at any time. And after we saw that death with Nick, you know, you're on the edge of your seat watching because you don't know who's going to be killed off at any given time. And even when John's shot, a lot of people are reading that as he's dead. So I think that's a testament to, you know, how well they've kind of done. You know, good pros and cons, right? There's good and bad to everything. And if you kill off a character like Nick, it kind of sucks for fans of the character. They'll be upset. But then again, in terms of the pro to that is, after that, you don't feel like anybody is safe. It's like, is Madison still alive? I don't know. It's like maybe she's not. You know, that's kind of the way I'm feeling right now, right? Whereas before, you definitely say, "Oh yeah, Madison will be fine. She'll be fine." You know, now it's like I really don't know, man. I don't know. Brian Atcham says, "I still love Alicia," so he's not mad at Alicia, even though she did accidentally shoot John, even though she wanted to shoot Naomi at that moment, at that point. So, and I think we can all kind of forgive her for, you know, that shot. I mean, she just lost Nick. We don't know if Madison's alive or not. Madison could be dead for all we know. So she's lost just about everything. She's lost her family at this point. And she has Strand and she has Luciana, but that's about it. Aside from that, you know, she doesn't have much. So, plus, she's an old school. She might be, you know, what's crazy about it, you know, like the original cast of Fear from like the first premiere episode and everything, she might be the only one that survives Fear. Like, out of everybody that started off the show, out of Travis, out of Chris, out of Liza and Madison and Nick and her, she might be the one that survives. Mind blown, right? It's nuts, man. I am Lawn 2. Imlon 2 says, "Did I miss why the vultures put up the flags with the numbers on them?" So far as we know, Imlon, they didn't explain it, but we kind of saw them do it. And it's when they trap a certain amount of zombies or walkers inside of a place, be it a big oil drum or be it a semi-truck or something of the sort, they will put up a sign to tell the others how many you know, walkers are inside that truck or whatever, drum or whatever it is. So instead of killing walkers, they kind of trap them in certain places. They try to not waste their ammo, which at first, when we first saw them doing it, it didn't seem to make much sense to me that they would do it that way. But now it makes a lot of sense because you start to see that, okay, years into the zombie apocalypse, it's really hard to find supplies, like really hard to find supplies. So any ammunition or anything they have, you know, they may just decide that it's easier to just lure them into a truck and close the door or whatever than it is to actually shoot them all down, or hand-to-hand go up and, you know, stab them all in the head or something like that. It's just maybe easier for them to just kind of chill out and just, you know, drive around with a bike with music on, lead them all into a spot, and then close it in on them. So I guess that's what they like to do, and maybe they'll use them later. Maybe we'll get a Wolves type of idea for that they might you know, use the ones in the truck against the stadium. So that'll be a topic for video this week as well too, on how will the stadium go down. That might have something to do with it. I could picture them using them after as well too, to their advantage, if the time, you know, if it calls for it. But so far it just seems like kind of a way to save ammunition and save supply, since they're vultures and they don't have a whole lot, right? They've just got to pick whatever they can. Certain areas in the zombie apocalypse, what we're seeing in Fear right now, since it's caught up with the Walking Dead timeline, certain areas are picked clean, and it's like, you know, it's pretty slim pickings out there, so it's tough to kind of survive, right? And so that's what we're mainly seeing, just to kind of keep all their resources as much as they can. Lauren Munn says, Trev, what do you mean Season 3 of Fear the Walking Dead didn't really work? We were all saying how much we love that season. Why did they change things so much in Season 4? And this is the deal. Even though, in terms of quality, I thought Season 3 of Fear was incredible, if you look at the episode viewership for the series, it wasn't great. And now we also know that Nick was going to be leaving, so with Nick being killed off, it left Fear with a really small roster. So they decided to do the crossover. They thought it made sense, it sounds like, and they bring Morgan in to help Fear survive. If you ask me, really what it is they're probably looking at Season 4 of Fear saying, like, can we keep this going, or what are we going to do? Like, if this continues where nobody's watching the show and less people watch it every week or every season, eventually we might have to cancel the show. So I like what they did here. They changed it all up. They added some new characters to keep it fresh. They put Morgan into it to have a crossover they said they'd never do, but they went back on that and did it anyway because it made a lot of sense. And as a result, I'm proud to say that Fear the Walking Dead is doing better than it was prior. So hopefully it will stay that way, and we'll see Fear the Walking Dead continue on for at least a couple more years. I would love to see at least 2 or 3 more seasons of Fear after this, especially with how this season's been going. And yeah, man, I've just been loving it. And Season 3... up until now is my favorite season of Fear. Season 4 might beat it, though. We'll see what happens later on. But, yeah, man. I mean, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And it worked in terms of, like, we enjoyed it for Lauren here. But that doesn't mean that the show would be able to continue just because we like it. You look at Gotham. I've been doing lots of Gotham videos lately. It's ending, even though it has a good amount of people who love that show. If you don't, you know, hit a certain amount of people watching, if it's not working, then they're going to have to end it regardless of how good the quality is or isn't. You know, people do have to watch. It's part of what makes TV. That'll be it for this video today, guys. If you didn't see them, check out my review for Episode 6. Check out my predictions for Episode 7. And if you like this video, please like the video. Please thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it. And you can do it. You can subscribe at the bottom. That's it for this one. See you guys again soon for another video. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.